Hi, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Dan.
We're building our dream home in North Portugal. Now, we're on day 41, and last week we left you right about this point. We're working on the facade. I also started to dig some rocks right at the top of our land. But as you can tell by this dashing look, or this dashing oily look, shall we say, it means that we found more linseed oil. Right, Dan?
Yeah, we did.
Uh,
Untapped source.
We hit pay dirt yesterday. We found 15 liters of linseed oil, which means that today I'm back on linseed oil duty. Now, Dan, what are you going to be doing?
Continue with the facade again, hopefully finishing the front of the house. That's the main goal for today, for me at least.
Yeah. And for me, I have about another 40 boards to oil up, so I'll take care of this. And after that, let's see what time it is. But we also need to take care of flattening one space up there on our cherry hill just to put the IBC tank so that we can get some water into our house. So,
yeah.
So day 41.
Day 41. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Day 42.
42.
Now, although day 41 was just a few seconds away for you guys, we have to be honest. Day 41 for us was in fact 6 days ago.
Yeah.
Now, what happened, you might wonder? Well, we were both in bed for 6 days with fever and a flu. You can still probably hear it in my voice. I'm not back to 100%. But nonetheless, the house needs to be done. Now, we ended day 41 with a big delivery as well, right?
Yeah, the gypsum came.
Gypsum came, insulation came, and we also got 53 boards, which should be enough, hopefully, to finish the facade.
Yeah. And we got the water pipes.
We did? Yep. Now, your mission for today, Dan, what is it?
Well, I'm gonna continue with the siding. Hopefully get the front of the facade done.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we only have the gable end to finish up, more or less, because we still need to frame the windows and doors and do the trimmings on the outside. But those things doesn't hinder us from stop working from the outside and go inside and work instead.
And for me, I'm going to start tracing the water from where the IBC tanks have been leveled all the way down to the house. Now, it's just going to be a trench that I'm going to be digging. And then later, we're going to be putting the pipes and hopefully bringing them to the house. Now, this is definitely going to not happen today, but because I have quite a few meters to trench out.
It's a long way.
It's a long way. And I can't say that I'm feeling 100% yet either. So I think today, since it is our first day back on the land, since we've been quite ill, we're going to have to take it little steps, right?
Yeah, it's going to be slow going today, I think. But every little thing helps. So
every step.
Just have to motor on and do something every day now. And
yep, because today we are July 3rd, and as you know, we're moving into this house on July 30th. We are not quite at the stage that we wanted to be, of course, because we lost 1 week of sickness, but it's going to make for an interesting camping. So the more we work now and in the coming weeks, the more comfortable we'll be in our house, although there's no chance that this house will be finished for us to move in. We need to find a good level of comfort that is acceptable for us, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just have to work for the meantime, and when we're down here, everything's gonna progress gradually as well, and it's easier when we're on site. Not super fun to be on site and live on the site, but it has to happen.
It has to happen, and because we're going to be on site, it means that we have the chance to constantly be hands-on, not having to motivate ourselves in the morning from base camp and come here. Although base camp isn't very far from the land, it's still one extra step that we have to take in order to come and work on the house.
Yeah.
Our motivation is still at an all-time high to finish this build, right?
Yeah, it is. The motivation is high, the energy is a bit lower. But,
the energy is low. No doubt about that. But anyway, enough complaining. Day 42.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. There is just this much left of the facade. We really hope that we'll have the energy to get that bit done. It'd be really great, because then after that, it means that we only have the gable end left to do, and then we can start inside. With the gypsum on site, the insulation on site, we're doing our best to protect all the material. But the reality is that the house isn't watertight yet. So every day of delay that we're not working inside, there's a risk for our gypsum to get humid, and that would very much suck if we lost all of that gypsum. But yeah, it's little by little we'll get there. There's no doubt about it. We are very much still determined to be living in this house by July 30th. So enough talking. I'm going on to the Cherry Hill. Now I have to say it's not been easy to be sick and be laying at home, watching TV, and just taking it easy when we knew that there's so much that needed to happen here. We reached a point where we were totally restless. But Mason, he was going crazy. He just wanted to come to the land. Of course, being sick means that we didn't really have the chance to play with him or do anything like that, because frankly all we did was just drinking water with lemon and honey and ginger. Well, you know what it's like when you have a big flu, right? You've got no energy. And I think Mason was getting a bit tired to keep us company on the sofa. But today, we're really happy to be here. And I think Mason is even happier than us. Right, Paul? Where's your stick? That's a small stick. Go get it. Now, I'm not sure how deep I need to bury this hole, but I'm going to be aiming to create about a 10 centimeters, 10, 15 centimeter hole so that we can bury the pipe after. Because all this area here, the whole Cherry Hill, will be part of our public garden. And we also plan to have rabbits and chickens. So it's just general good practice just to bury the water pipe so that the rabbits don't go and nibble on it, and or even us could walk on it and damage it. So yes, I'm going to be aiming to dig around 15 centimeters in the soil here. Hopefully I won't encounter too many boulders. It feels that most of the boulders were by the wall up there, so behind the IBC tank. Um, Here, what we've been told is that this area was used in the past to graze goats mostly, and so it's really top quality soil, and hopefully this means not too many boulders. That'd be great, huh, Pooh? Well, I have to say, for a person who's not 100%, I've pretty much given it my all. The trench now passes the road, which means that, and it goes all the way up there, which means that we will have water to the house. And Dan's pushing really hard as well. Huh? He's got another 7 boards to do on the facade. And then after that, we're going to call it a day. Take a shower and go rest. Day 43. Day 43, right, babe?
Uh-huh.
Now, today, as you probably guessed it, Dan, your mission?
To finish the siding.
To finish the siding.
It's been a long process again. Mostly due to sickness, but
Yeah. Our energy level is not quite at the level that we'd hope it'd be. But we are suddenly feeling more energetic than yesterday, which is good news. Now, while Dan's going to be working on the gable end right here, I'm going to try to make myself as useful as possible, which means I'm going to be carrying some material for him. And whenever he's got enough material, I'm going to be moving on the inside. And because we've got some plastic that is still just dangling a bit here and there. So the idea for me today is going to be to clean out a bit more the inside, make it a bit more tidy so that when we're ready to start with the electric, then at least we have a nice surface so that we can trace some cables, right?
yeah.
Another one of my mission is going to be to find a way to block the windows, possibly put some plastic, staple some plastic in the windows, because our windows are now due to arrive on July 12th. July 12th in Bragance, which means maybe another 2 days to get to us here, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah. So, but that's the latest delay that we got. We know that the lady who's taking care of us in Bragance at the major hardware store is super on top of it. Thank you, Diana. You're awesome. So, but yeah, once Diana gives us a call that all the windows and everything are here, then we can be watertight.
Yeah.
But before that, we need to get this part of the exterior of the house done.
The final part. The last side of the house.
Mm-hmm. Day 43?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, guys, I cut out all the dangling plastic. And as you can see, the site is a bit messy. Now, we're a big fan of preaching and working in a clean work environment because it always goes so much faster and you're less prone to have accidents as well. So, before I start stapling the windows, I think this site needs a bit of a clean up. So, let's do it. Linseed oil, empty. I'm not sure what we can do with this black plastic, but I'm confident that we'll find some kind of use for it later in the build. Now there's just some little bits, but it could be handy for when we do that chicken coop, for instance, to put like a plastic tarp inside to make sure our chickens aren't exposed to wind or anything. But one thing is sure, it ain't trash until you trash it, and I'm not trashing this. Did I get it right? Done! We're done!
Done with this rigging facade.
The facade is done. We've got wood on all four sides of the house. What an achievement. Really. Well done you.
Well done, you.
Well done me. Now, of course, I don't know if you guys can hear, but the thunder is growling. So it looks like rain's on the horizon, which means that it's probably time to say goodbye to you. And thank you again so very much for watching us. Now, next week, we're starting inside.
Next week we don't care if it's windy or sunny or rainy or
If cats and dogs decide to fall on our head. Next week, we're inside, and we really hope you'll be joining us. From the bottom of our hearts, again, thank you so much for spending your time, your Sunday afternoon, or whenever you decide to watch us with us. It truly means a whole lot to us. So thank you, and see you guys next week.
see you next week.